The Vault of Glass. It is one of the Vanguard's greatest triumphs. The destruction of time's conflux. A victory over the Vex collective mind. From deep in that vault, we've received a signal laced with an old Vanguard signature. Vex technology disrupts the weft and weave of time itself. If a Guardian has become lost, unstuck in time, we must return them home.
Let the ghost finish its intro. Here we go. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. And what is going on YouTube? Just another get. Damn it! Damn it! I'll let it finish.
They won't need a message. The creatures will soon reach the heart of the vault. When they do, they're going to destroy the Vex. Once they take the Vex, they'll come for the light.
Come on, hurry up. Oh, okay. What is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel. Bring you just another video. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I like to let the ghost or the narrator or whatever finish its little sequence of chats, and kind of screwed it up. I've not done a daily in a while, and I just realised I didn't get round to doing Xur either, so that's a shame. I'll tell you what, I've got like almost like 300. I've got over 350 views on my Stellar Impact armor video. It's you know, the Archon's Forge armor sets you get for each character. They're not that easy to get. I mean, I've put many tens of dozens of hours into the Archon's Forge. I've got the full Stellar Impact set for the Titan. I've got all of the Warlock set and all of the Hunter set apart from one piece each. So that's you know, frustrating. I keep playing it, keep trying to get it. I just need a chest piece. Oh, for both actually. I just need chest pieces for each player now. Ooh, double skip grenade, yo. You dead, bro. Oh, what? Wow. I really didn't get... Wow. That's terrible. Now, I don't like this. I don't actually like this, this daily. It just seems too fiddly when you're in there, killing the lamps and then destroying the big Vex thing. I don't know. I just find it frustrating, so I always avoid it. And it's been up several times. But I thought, you know, I've not played it in so long. Let's go back into the Vault of Glass. So we'll know that the Vault of Glass is where the Vex can manipulate time. They can... Oh my god. I actually can't remember where to go. It's not down here, is it? I don't think it's down here. No. I'm sure it's not down there. Okay. I always go down there. So we know the Vex can control time, manipulate reality. They can will beings out of existence so they never existed. But they can't do it in the universe. Now, there's a lot of theories. Now, the Exos... Okay, let's let this recording finish. Praedus Revenge, yo.
My name is Praedus, and I was a member of Kabir's fire team. I just hope someone will do this.
Yeah, he's got these nuts.
I've heard that name before. Scattered pieces of gear references in the margin of a text.
So, we know the Exos were created to study the Vex portals, but you probably already know this, but the Exos aren't actually robots. They used to be human, and their consciousness was replicated and installed into the robotic bodies. Now, the Exos, now do you know K6 is an Exo? You know the main guy. He's out of Firefly, the voice actor for it. And he used to be human. But the company Praedus Bray, I think it was. No, Praedus, that's his name. Oh, maybe it is. Anyway, Summit Bray, Corvus Bray, Summit Bray, the company he worked for, he owed him a lot of money. And so, in exchange for wiping his debt, he agreed to become an Exo. So he lost his humanity and essentially became immortal. Now, the Exos were created to study the Vex time portals. And there's a lot of theories that stem from that the Vex are actually Exos. Now, we created the Vex, we are the Vex, the Exos are the Vex, because we created the Exos, sent them into the portal, and obviously the portals, they burst through time and reality, so time travelled millions of years into the past or the future, evolved or manipulated technologically themselves, and then, you know, eventually came back. It's fascinating. Now, the Vex aren't actually robots. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but have you noticed when you get chest shots on the liquid, on the crystal, they spill out like a white liquid? That's the actual life form of the Vex. They're a microbacterial species that can just infest. Now, they've chosen robots for some reason. Maybe the most efficient form, don't feel pain, can be built easily. repaired and all that. All that stuff. So they're actually a liquid species race. So that's quite interesting. They're a bacteria, and so when you shoot the chest piece, the red gem in the centre or whatever colour it is, I think it's red, or is that their eyes? Oh man, this is a really awkward bit, isn't it? I remember this. Oh god, I remember this. Yeah, this is why I don't like this, because it's not easy. Really not easy. Wow. Shit, I don't want to blade dance him because I'll kick my ass. I have got, I should have put the Nemesis Star on for these guys, but never mind. You know what? I've got this bad boy. I'll have to do. I just don't want to wait. Oh, ow. I didn't want to waste the ammo. Oh, shit. Oh, get on, son. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like this. And the end fight's a bit fiddly. You gotta run around in the dark, shoot the lanterns or lights, and then you get to damage the Vex machine. I don't know. This bit in particular was always annoying. I've not done it at 350, so I can imagine it's just a little bit tougher now. It's gone up about 100 light levels. What was it originally? 280? The dailies? What were they? Something like that. So. I played a game of Trials against 3 hunters using these armbands with the increased scatter grenades. It's impossible. Just double nades times 6. Times 3, so 6 grenades just spammed constantly, just getting kills all the time. Oh, come on. Getting kills all the time. Oh, bullshit. Boom, son. Oh, get on. Got myself a reward, yo. Now we're going to get another set, I believe. No, is that it? I remember that being a lot harder. Well, I'm like 292 now. Okay. Oh no, there is some more shit to kill. There they are. Now we've got some Cabal stuff. Okay, that's fine. Come on. I wish I could do it raid more, but not many. I don't know. Not many people seem to do it. Or, I don't know. It's because most of my contacts are American. It's like 1, 2 a.m. when they start the raid here. That's. I know I've got insomnia and I don't sleep, but I still get tired just like everyone else, so functionality is a real problem. I've not slept, what day is it, Saturday? I don't think I've slept it's been almost a week now, and I'm, 2 nights ago I had the biggest migraine because of it. I took I took about 8 paracetamol in 2 hours. Not the smartest idea, but I just couldn't get rid of the pain, and I couldn't fall asleep. I'm not sleeping. And that happens. It don't happen all the time, but a couple of times a month I get these. I don't know if they're migraines, but the worse than headaches. And the really bad headaches or migraines, I don't know, but they're bad. They're really bad. And so it really knocks me off. Actually, it's the pain so bad it makes me physically sick. I've actually been sick from it before. It's a few weeks ago. I think that was what. I felt really ill and I got a bath because I was feeling ill. I thought maybe a bath would help me. I think I told the story in one of my videos. I thought maybe the bath would help me. And I'm laid there in the bath and I'm like, man, I really could be sick. And as soon as I thought it, I just sat up, knelt over and threw up about 8 times into my bath while I'm in it. I'm covered in vomit. I had to empty the bath, rinse it all out and then get another bath. I had to bath myself twice because I was covered in vomit. Good times. I don't know what's going on these days. I've had the insomnia since I was 17, and it's pretty much the worst it's ever been. When my insomnia is good, I'll only be awake for maybe 72 hours before I can fall asleep. That's. I know it sounds crazy, and people might not believe me, but if I can fall asleep after 3 days awake, that is amazing to me. And it is only for an hour at a time, but if I could fall asleep for even an hour. 2 hours, if I could get 2 hours without waking up, it'd be amazing, because when I do fall asleep, unfortunately, oh my god, I'm going down here. Unfortunately, damn it! God damn it, now I've got to solve that shit again. Yeah, unfortunately, I've lost my train of thought, to be honest. What was I saying? Something about sleep. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, if I could fall asleep for an hour at a time, it'd be amazing. But when I do fall asleep, because I have sleep apnea, I suffocate. My breathing's really laboured. And actually, what wakes me up during my sleep apnea stage is I get dreams or nightmares where I start to die from suffocation somehow, drowned in, been choked, a fire, always dreams that start to tell me that I'm dying, and that wakes me up out of like total fear. And maybe the night terrors. I think I've had night terrors before. I never got it confirmed, but like I've had bad nightmares and then I've had night terrors, and I know the difference. And night terrors are something totally unique. There's something else, I'm telling you. Like you wake up and hours after you wake up, you're still terrified. It's horrible. But yeah, falling asleep and then I stop breathing sometimes for minutes at a time, and that's when I start to have a dream that wakes me up. So you know, I'll be in a building that's on fire, and I'll be like trying to breathe smoke, and I'm not trying to breathe smoke. You know, there's a black smoke everywhere. I'm dying and I'm suffocating. That wakes me up. That actually happens pretty much every time I fall asleep, which is so weird. You know, I just what I wouldn't like, and you know, if I get like sometimes I do get like 2 to 3 hours sleep, uninterrupted. The thing is that actually makes me tired in a different way. You know, when you've had like too much sleep and your body craves more, so you're really tired in it. Like my sort of tired at the moment is like it feels like my nervous system's always on a wreck. Like it feels like I've had 1,000 cups of coffee all the time. Like I'm you know, constantly shaking. Like I'm always on edge. Like it feels like my eyes. The best way to describe it, and I don't know, it feels like my eyes are vibrating all the time. It feels like this is the best way I can describe it. It feels like I can see sound. I can't really describe it any other way, but that's how I feel all the time. But you know, the other type of tired you get is when you have too much sleep and your eyes get heavy. If I have 3 hours sleep uninterrupted, which even with sleeping tablets very rarely happens, it might happen like half a dozen times a year, you know, but yeah, 3 hours sleep and I am exhausted in a different way. So it's crazy to me. I don't know, no one knows what's caused. I mean, I've got theories, like, you know, I've always been unhappy in my existence, so I'm pretty sure like some sort of depression or something, but no antidepressants have ever worked, so you know, it's hard to quantify it. I don't know, but I know one factor is I can never, well, I've got a very active mind. I'm always striving for knowledge and truth and trying to understand humanity, our existence, our place in the universe, whether we've got souls, you know, this serious existential shit. And so I can never, I've got a very active mind, and it's very, very difficult to close that down, if that makes sense. Like, I can never close my mind down. It's very difficult. So that's a real problem for me. But like I said, at the best times, when my insomnia is at its best, I probably do 72. We're talking three days and nights. You know, 3 24-hour stints awake. It's usually a little bit longer than that. I'd say it's closer to 4 days. But if I can do 3 to 4 days, and then if I could sleep for a few hours, I actually feel so rested and so like at ease compared to what I normally feel like. It's unreal, you know. And I think the recommended sleep is 6 to 8 hours a day for human beings, and I only get maybe, at the moment, my insomnia has been bad for the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years. I've been getting no more than like 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week. It's hard. I know it's hard to believe, but I swear to God, I'm telling the truth. I mean, I've been to doctors. I don't go to doctors anymore because they've said, look, I mean, for years they've been saying, look, there's no else available. Like, the sleeping tablets I have are the most advanced and the most successful. They're not developing anything else. The only other thing I could suggest is a coma, or, you know, a chemically induced coma, or like a really strong IV sedative and put me under for days at the hospital. But that's not very, it's dangerous, isn't it? You know, you don't want to, yeah, can you chemically put me asleep for several days, please? You know, it's not really the best thing to ask for. And I mean, I did do over 8 days awake a few months back, and I had to call the hospital because I was in a real bad way. I know it's only like an extra day. I know, like, because what happens is, like, after like say 4 or 5 days, I'll fall asleep for like 10 minutes, something like that, and that's not very nice because, you know, I never, like, I very rarely fall asleep where I enter dream state because I'm still aware of, like, when I nod off, I'm still aware of my surroundings. If the TV's on, I can hear it. There's another problem as well. I don't know what it's called, but I can hear a constant high-pitch sound in my ears, in my head, all the time, like a high-pitched frequency, constant. And so if I turn everything off, like all my, I thought about a year ago, I thought it was coming from like a TV, plug sockets, and I was trying to fall asleep, so I turned everything off, every computer, laptop, phone, every plug socket, my iMac TV, everything went off, and I could still hear the sound, and I realised then it was coming from my own head. And so the problem is I can't actually turn things off when I try and fall asleep. I need something on because this high-pitched frequency is more noticeable when there's no TV on or no computer, so I have to play something in the background in order to try and fall asleep. It's such a catch-22 thing, it's very weird. This is taking a long time, guys, I do apologise. So I do have DLC for Dark Souls 3 installed. Oh, let's be quiet for this bit.
If the Taken are here in the vault, they are at the heart of the Vex collective mind.
The machine.
Imagine the machine planets of the Vex surging with Taken power. This must not be.
Yeah, so I've got the Dark Souls 3 installed, and the problem is, let's be quiet again. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Speak now after so long. But if anyone is listening, I came into the vault with 2 others. Kabir was intense sometimes.
That's where the Gorgons are in the raid.
Was always talking to himself. But they don't deserve this. No one does.
I'm tracking the signal.
Yeah,
Just
so
a little further.
I've got the Dark Souls 3 DLC, but I'm kind of addicted to Destiny. It's either that or laziness. Like, I've not finished the Witcher 3 second DLC, and that game is one of the most unbelievable games I've ever played. But it's so like the management system for the crafting materials is so complex and vast that it kind of scares me getting back into it. You know, you've not played a game. Like, I want to play Minecraft again, but I've not played it in a long. Not Minecraft, sorry, Warframe. I got into that game and I played it for like 6 months solid, and you know what it's like when you've not played a game for a while. And I don't know if it's the ease of convenience, but if there's a game in my console, I tend to play whatever's in there, which is weird because I've got like, you know, about 70 games for PS4 and got about 150 for PS3, and yeah, but Destiny's so addictive, and there's so much I still don't have, even though from the Rise of the Iron. Well, actually, I've got a lot of stuff, but it's just so addictive, isn't it? And it's just nice. It's got a real nice feel to it. I kind of wish that I'd bought Destiny, like I was kind of a new player, and I bought the entire collection now, with all the DLCs, and played it for the first time. Oh shit! There he is. Is he immune at the moment? No. Okay. Boom, son. Oh shit. There's a teleport with lights. I kind of hope I get an exotic from him. That's all. So
That's it.
got to finish the Witcher 3 DLC.
Take it out.
I've not played Black Ops 3 campaign. I'm almost tempted to upload that. I don't think anyone would watch it though. But I've not played any Ghost campaign, any Black Ops 2. I played like a third of the Advanced Warfare campaign. Any Black Ops 3, not played that. So I'm definitely going to play. To be honest, like, I've gone off Call of Duty now, and so many people are bashing Infinite Warfare, and they did before the game came out. But even pros are like, this game fucking sucks. Call of Duty is definitely dying. I mean, Treyarch will keep it alive for another 5 to 10 years, but it's on its last legs. You can feel it, can't you? I honestly don't understand why people complain about the sci-fi stuff. Like, it's like people have no imagination. It's like they play the same shit for years, and then they complain that they're playing the same shit. And as soon as they get innovations, you know, the new frames, specialists, all this stuff, they're like, oh, no, it's too complicated, I just want boots on the ground. Like, guys, the future, like, we need to change, and this is where our species is going to end up going at some point. Like, you guys, I don't know how many people have heard, but they're pretty sure that like the scientists are convinced in the next 30 years they'll confirm the presence of alien life. They found so many mysterious things recently. Like they had a satellite for 2 years viewing over 2 million stars, And out of those 2 million, over 234 of them exactly, have been sending signals to one another, light pulses, just out of these back and forth between these different star systems. So they're convinced that a group or one species or several species have actually inhabited these 234 star systems, and they're actually been communicating with each other. They found stars now with over a 50% light drop, and even a big object would only a sizable object would dim a star's light by 1%. Like a Jupiter-sized planet passing in front of the star would only dim it by 1%. So they've convinced a Dyson sphere or some sort of alien structure has been built around stars to harness its power. You know, we call them Dyson spheres. I'm sure there's, you know, you just harness the entire solar energy of that star. But yeah, it's crazy. And now they've found Earth-like planets, many of them now. They've found Alpha Centauri, our closest star system. They actually found, believe it or not, a planet there. And we've known, like, that's the closest star system. It's a trinary star system, 3 stars in that system. But we've actually found a planet there, which we didn't know about, because our technology's got to the point now where it's so sophisticated and sensitive, we can detect planets from, like, millions of light years away, actually, believe it or not. I've got How the Universe Works, The Universe, and several other full seasons of space documentaries with some of the foremost scientists explaining some of the technology that we've got and some of the technology that's close to development. Did you know the warp drive is theoretically possible? Somebody's actually done the math, and yes, the theoretical proof works. The problem is, believe it or not, you'd have to create a warp field the size of Jupiter. Just think about that. Jupiter's about 1,000 times the size of Earth. We'd have to create a warp field 1,000 times the size of Earth around a ship in order to propel it at the speeds, you know, the speeds that are several times the speed of light, or many hundreds times the speed of light, to actually travel. And actually, we don't propel the craft, we bend space and time in front of us. And believe it or not, this is weird to explain, but the universe is actually actually expanding faster than the speed of light. And this, I can't remember how or why this is possible, but it's something to do with the fact that it's matter, or non-matter or dark matter. The universe is not light, you know, it's something else. And so at one point, light, as the universe is expanding, galaxies and planets and other stars will be so far apart in the future that if Earth's still around, we'll think we're the only star system that exists. I mean, luckily, if we maintain our technology and document it, we'll know that that's not the case. But that's crazy, isn't it? Come on, drop an exotic. Damn it. Oh well, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, some crazy shit happening. Have you noticed that there's more sci-fi films about alien contact and alien invasion? There's more released declassified documents from NASA and other NSA and shit like that. I'm pretty sure the government that have known about alien contact, or at least alien civilizations, are preparing us. The drip feeding society in expectation of a visitation, and apparently there's documents suggesting that an alien fleet has been discovered outside our solar system, and it will be arriving in 2017. And there's a reason why NASA stopped building shuttles and going to the moon and stuff. It's because they basically, and all these space companies that are developing satellites and rocket ships, apparently this is all in an attempt to build a defensive satellite system around Earth. All the money's gone from NASA and space exploration into defence. So apparently we've actually got a comprehensible defence system around Earth that is pointed out at space in anticipation of the fleet arriving. I mean, that's a crazy thought, isn't it? That's a crazy thought. The Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, and Stephen Hawkins are putting $100 million into this one satellite, the most powerful satellite on Earth, to look at this one star, because it's got a 50% dip in light, and they're convinced that it's alien civilization. Despite scientists trying to disprove it, there's no other theory that suggests what it could be. Nothing at all. They've disproved every possibility naturally. So this is crazy shit, guys. Don't be surprised if your worldview changes, your religion changes in the next 3 decades. Because we're getting to a point where we're technologically advanced to detect other civilizations, and chances are people are going to try and keep it secret, but because they're scared of the status quo changing, that all world philosophies will shift, markets will collapse. But guess what? Humans have come up against extinction level events, we've come up against plagues, we've come up against social change, and we always rise to the challenge. No matter what the challenge is, yes, it brings out the terrible parts of a lot of us, but a lot of us, we fight and strive and we change and accept it, and we build societies that are different. So hopefully they tell us the truth. Well, thank you very much for listening, guys. Sorry about the Insomnia rant, but I've been awake for I'd say 6 or 7 days now. It's very hard to be precise because time and days flow into each other, so it's very easy to lose track of relative time. But I enjoyed the stuff on the alien visitations, possibly invasions, other civilizations, other communications and light particles being between star systems. Just these 234, and not just in one direction, back and forth between many of them, overlapping. One star beams to another, the other star beams back, then it'll beam to another star. You should try and find stuff on the internet, and there's a scan or an illustration of what these patterns look like, and it's unbelievable. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Please feel free to subscribe and like if you liked it. If not, that's cool. I'll see you all guys next time. I just want to thank you for the 82 subscribers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 82 people that have liked my content, and that to me is awesome. So thank you very much, guys. And I think when I hit 100, I'll do some sort of small giveaway. It won't be fake, it won't be anything amazing. Maybe a PS4 game or something, I don't know. But guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.